UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.
What's up with you? Curtis King, the lightest person you've ever seen on this camera ever. I'm here with UndergroundHipHopBlog.com.
What up, it's Pawz One representing UndergroundHipHopBlog.com. I'm right here with Curtis King at the Vibe in Riverside, holding it down at the Common Grounds. Finally catch up with you. Man stays active. So for those that aren't familiar yet, tell me about yourself real quick.
I'm Curtis King, MC producer, out the IE, originally from Carson, but I'm in the Inland Empire 909. Paid dues, I performed this year, 2012. Part of an independent label called Black Cloud Music, and I'm Baby Sinbad, Jason Kidd's older brother, and whatever light-skinned person you can think of, I'll be that person that day. How about that?
So I wanted to ask you, I know I'm pretty familiar with seeing you in the beat battle scene and things like that. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel, how important is it for musicians to get an education? Because I know you went to school and did your thing in the school first.
Word.
And then you stayed making music and now started doing all your other stuff. But how do you feel, how important is it for musicians to get an education on the side of making music?
I think education is number one. I think, especially if you decide that you want to do music as a business, it's number one. Because for me, when I went to school, I took music classes, but ironically, I ended up dropping out the music classes. The classes that I stayed in were the marketing classes, were the marketing 101, were the how to brand yourself. All these things that are important to make yourself a solid independent artist, you need the education. And you can't just learn just from your peers. You gotta learn some business basics in order for you to be a successful independent artist. Everybody that you can think of, from MERS to Night to Tech 9, they know their business. And that's, you have to have an education in this. Even in music itself, music is something that you feel and it's an expression of yourself, but at some point in time, you gotta know some technical aspects. So it doesn't hurt to pick up a book. Education can't hurt. That's number uno.
So, with all the saturation in the game, I know you guys are here from LA, from Carson. We're out here in the IE right now. But how do you feel, what do you feel separates you from all these other saturated microwave copycat dudes that are out here not only making beats but rapping and everything else? What do you feel separates Curtis King from all these other dudes?
I feel like it's a couple things. I feel like number one, I'm genuinely here to help. I'm genuinely here to help people. Like, I want my music. It means something to me when somebody tells me that my music like stole a suicidal thought. That my music is something that they wake up to with their coffee in the morning. That means something to me. So I'm genuinely here to make music that helps. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell you how much I got, tell you, fake it till I make it. That's not the shit that I'm here for. I'm here to genuinely help. That's number one. Number two, in terms of the oversaturation, I know who I am. You look at this flat top. I knew what I was doing this morning when I picked this out. I knew what I do when I put that blonde in it. I know what people see when they see me. It's just me letting you know how comfortable I am with myself. You know what I mean? No different from Pawz One. He knows who he is as soon as he hits that microphone. When he hits the microphone, he knows who he is. So I think that that becomes the thing that separates from everything. Is people know, they look at me and I get on the microphone, I'm comfortable with me. And it makes people comfortable with me and comfortable with me. If that made any sense. But yeah, I mean, you understand what I'm getting.
So tonight you performed a track that was instantly like, I zoned in, I felt it. It was called Fuck Cancer. Dropping that tomorrow. Where can you find that at?
BlackCloudMusic.com, CurtisKingMusic.com. Basically, Fuck Cancer was a song where I feel like, especially in this next generation of hip-hop, people are so obsessed with haters. They're imaginary haters at that. And I feel like the shit that take people out most of the time is diseases. And nobody ever said fuck cancer that I know of on a regular basis. Fuck cancer, fuck lupus, fuck these shits that take people out on a regular basis. So for me, it was like, the song has many different layers. That's one layer, and the other layer is cancerous people. So the name of the title of the song is Fuck Cancer, and basically I'm releasing that as something that I'm hoping is going to be therapy for somebody else. Because it's music that I needed to make in order for me to feel like I had to get out my system. So very uplifting, but it's not preachy. It's just real story from a real individual.
So there's something that I learned today about Curtis King. Well, actually two things. But the thing that I thought was interesting was Baby Sinbad. So
grade and I didn't want it. I threw it back. I threw it back in anger. I didn't want that shit. And you know what's crazy? As I got older, I think more and more people started saying it. And it's like, people are gonna say what they're gonna say about you. When they first hear you, I know you had like open mics. You go up there and they be like, man, he sound like this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, you have a choice. I can either embrace and show you how different I am from that analogy, because you look at me, yes, I may look like Sinbad, but Sinbad can't rap like this. Sinbad don't got no bars. He can find me. We can talk. No, I'm playing. Not for real. Not for real. He kind of big.
That's the new king of the dot. That's the new king of the dot. Sinbad versus
King. Man, he don't want
and Noah James.
He don't want that, son. He don't want that. He don't want that. We can have a battle on a flat top. I might win that too. But no, but like honestly, I feel like it was something that people kept saying, and for me, it was like I'm not gonna run away from it. Like I know who I am, and I'm not afraid of what people see. So I embraced it. I took away. I flipped something super negative, and I made it something that everybody like smiles about and they laugh about it. When they see me up on stage, it makes them feel so comfortable with my music. That's all I want. My music is here to help once again.
So let's talk about MCs who like to work with deceased or still alive. I know that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Whether it's people you looked up to as a kid or new cats. If you name 3 dudes, if you can find 3 dudes that you haven't already produced for, name 3 cats you love to produce for as far as goes.
As a producer, I'd love to produce for Big L. I think that would be nuts. I purposely make beats that make heads, like hip hop heads say like, shit, that's a trip, like that's a brain trip. Like how high were you when you made it? And the thing that's crazy about it, I'm sober as shit when I'm making it. It's just my creativity takes me places. Big L's one. Hot. Tupac. If I could have produced for Tupac, hell, I still produce for Tupac right now. While we're making all these remix CDs, I would love to do that. Those are 2. In terms of alive that I haven't, Andre 3000. That's a dude that I really saw for the first time that knew how to express himself without giving you like a clouded story, without bullshit. You know, so I mean that's 3 right there.
That was from a producer standpoint. Let's see who Curtis King wants to work with as far as MCs. They're alive MCs.
It might be the same 3. Pac, of course. You know, I actually did way back. I did a song where I took a Pac acapella and I put him on a hook, and it was like that was like mine. That's what I would love to work with. You know what I mean? But you know what's crazy? For me as an MC, as beautiful what it would be to work with all these people that I look up to. My biggest dreams, even bigger than just working with fellow MCs, is like Sade, Jill Scott, you know what I mean? Erykah Badu. That right there, you may see extra blonde in my hair. I don't know, some shit may change when you see that. When you see that happen, you will know. I probably could just sit in the corner and smoke the biggest cigar ever and feel like I did something. But I mean, until then, that's really like the ones that really touch me at the core. That's the music that I call like therapy music.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about musical influences. I know it's kind of a cliche question, but I can hear it in your sound, in your production, and in your MCing. You got a different influence than just rap.
Oh man, yeah.
The reason why I saturate is because rap's regurgitating rap, but that's not the case with Curtis King or Noah James. These guys are doing original shit. So what musical influences, period?
Honestly, the New Jack Swing era. It was an era where you had singers rapping over hard-ass hip-hop beats. That shit is so ill to me. Like having melodies over drum breaks is unheard of. When you got Monica and Brandy singing falsettos over hard-ass drum breaks, and somebody can spit 8,000 bars over. But like that era of music, honestly, like I said, Jill Scott and Sade is just music that just feels good. I feel like if somebody's in a hospital bed and they got a disease that there's no fucking cure for, I feel like that music can soothe a little bit of that pain over. That to me makes music a bigger language of just, he has bars, he has dope beats. To me it becomes like, that human being changed my life. You know what I mean? I forgot the question. You said,
I was saying like influences.
Influence.
Because, I mean, I myself, like, I was listening to Pantera all the way.
Okay.
All the way over here, so I get influences from left, right field, center field. So
You just reminded me. The funk era. If you listen to whenever I'm playing like keys over a sample, that's all funk. Like Bootsy Collins. Even like a lot of the 80s artists like Cameo, or 70s, Earth, Wind and Fire. These are all like funk bands that had an effect on what I'm doing. Man, even in terms of like the artist side, like Outkast, Busta Rhymes had a huge influence. You know what I mean? Like there's cats that took the art and said, you know what? I love what everybody else did with it, but I want to show my perspective. I want to give you my flavor. So that's why I feel like my music is just a gumbo pot of everything from 1971 to up until now.
Alright, so real quick, so now that you guys are familiar with my man, let them know where they can find all your links, your videos, and everything.
Blackplanet.com, MySpace.com. I always say that, but you really can't find my shit up there. But no, you want to look at Curtis King with 2 S's, CurtisKing.com, BlackCloudMusic.com, Twitter is Curtis King, everything that you can think of, any website /Curtis King. So you can find all my music. And if you just Google something or YouTube it, I make sure to flood all that. So find me there too. And undergroundhiphopblog.com. How about that?
Appreciate you taking this.
Oh, appreciate you.
Undergroundhiphopblog.com exclusive.